All right, first off, sorry for the really cheesy virtual background. I'm currently at a undisclosed location, but the following interviews are just some of the videos or some of the ones I conducted yesterday at well, June 12th at the Albany Comic Con. It was a fun time. It was great to see friends there, and um, yeah, didn't get to talk to everybody I wanted to talk to, but that's how it is, especially the artists, because you don't want to interrupt them when they're sketching and stuff. Anyway, if you're still watching this, please subscribe. Really, um, really be good if you could, or if you want to. And you can follow me on Facebook. I am probably even getting into the going to try some TikTok stuff. I don't know. I don't understand TikTok. Anyway, enjoy the videos, and my contact information is at the end as always. Later. All right, I'm here at Excellent Adventures, and I'm going to be talking with John. He's the white guy who puts on the comic book show here in Albany, New York, and we were going to get together and talk about the upcoming show. And I just happened to be in the area, so I figured I'd stop in and knock this out, so I didn't have to bother him at the show. How's it going, John?
Good, good. How are you?
So tell us about the upcoming show. I mean, it's the second year at the new place. Um, how how's that work transitioning from the hotel where
From the
we
hotel.
yeah
I mean, the space is a little smaller,
yeah
so trying to get everything under the one roof is a little bit tougher. We probably lost about 20 tables
mm-hmm.
in vendors and artist space, so that's probably the biggest thing is just trying to make the footprint work.
Mm-hmm.
But we did November. That seemed to work well. I think there's a good parking space there. So, other than that, I think that's really the big thing is just trying to figure out the space.
And who do you have coming to the show this time?
A lot of the locals, but guys that have not been here before are Key Champagne. Derick is coming back from New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the guest list in front of me, but I should know it better. But, we had Jose Garcia Lopez, but he unfortunately had to cancel,
mm-hmm.
so we don't have him. But there's a few good names, new names that are there, and there's some that are regulars that do the show all the time. So Ron Marz is going to be there, Paul Harding.
Who? Ron?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Ron who?
Who is he? Up and comer?
Yeah, right.
So, a little bit. How's things going now that the things have been reopening, and what seems to be your bestseller title wise, or what seems to be moving the most?
The Marvels still seem to sell the best for me. Star Wars stuff always sells well. The new Hulk title by Donny Cates seems to sell pretty well for me. Spider-Man related titles still are selling well. The independent stuff I've started to dabble into since the DC. The big change with all the distribution has kind of made it interesting to try to figure out exactly what to carry and how to carry it. But some of it's nice to see Saga back in print again. That has sold pretty well. So there's I'm more of a niche store as far as like a back issue store. So new comics are not my forte, but it's nice to see some of the stuff that did well before being brought back. So.
And are you yourself reading anything that you think people should check out, or?
I stick my face in a bunch of comics, but there's nothing that like really sticks out as far as being something I'm reading that I can point to right now. I mean, the Donny Cates Hulk stuff is stuff I'm reading, and I'm looking forward to. I like some of the graphic novel things.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Alex Ross just did a Fantastic Four graphic novel. I'm really looking forward to that. So there's stuff that's on the horizon I'm looking forward to. But it's so much work, Chad, doing the week-to-week orders.
Oh, I can imagine.
That, like, it's in my head and out of my head, because I just can't, I can't,
I'm the content manager for Comic Watch, and so every week I, post all the books and previews and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's like
I can't even imagine. It's bad enough to go on the FOC pages and try to like get that stuff ordered, but I literally I look at it the week that I look at it, I make my decision and I move on, and it's out of my mind. I try not to think too much about it because I'm concentrating on trying to buy back issues.
All right, well, I want to thank you for taking the time, and I'll let you get back to work, and see you at the show.
Sunday, June 12th, Polish Community Center. Come on out.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yep.
All right, first interview of the day, so it might be a little rough. I'm here with Jen Whitting. How's it been going?
Great.
So what have you been up to since we last talked? Probably at the last time they had the con here.
I put out a Shriek book, a bunch of new books I'll show you here. I did a Fantastic Giants, which came out a couple of months ago. It's a reprint of the Ditko Charlton specials. I scanned that, had fun cleaning it up. That was a big project. And I did Shriek anthology that came out end of the year last year, so that's all in the works for issue 2 coming out next October. So it looks like this thing is going to be an annual. A bunch of short stories working with a bunch of local artists, and I did the Lady Dracula story. And I'm working on a book I wish I had for the con, a compilation of period publication covers from the 70s, that horror exploitation stuff that was put out by some of the New York publishers, which was covers from like 1972 to 1978, I think. And so that's coming out probably in a couple of weeks, actually.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully have that by book. And working on a card set for that. I'm working on Lady Dracula #2. I'm working on new Margot series, well in the works. So that's been drawing and inking and working on comics full time now.
I was going to say, in other words,
job and just doing comics.
Very nice. Well, it seems like you've definitely been busy.
Yeah, been busy. Keep busy,
Well, I guess if it's your job, then you got to keep busy.
It is my job, yes. My job to keep busy.
Well, besides that, anything else happening? You reading anything that?
Yeah.
I hear you're going to be at Electric City.
I'm going to be at Electric City
Yeah.
this year, and I'm going to be at the Fan Fest 2022 at Proctor's. First time that show's in the area. It'll be interesting to see how that happens. And then I'll be in Baltimore in October. And that's it for the year, I think. As annually, I apply for the New York Comic Con, and annually they turn me down. So we'll see application dates coming up. But I just frugally send it in every year. And
you gotta keep trying.
my fingers crossed, So actually, I think if it did take me, I wouldn't have anything to complain about on podcasts.
Yeah.
So,
well,
right?
But, so any Kickstarters coming up or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter for Shriek #2, and then I'm still working on Margot collection, and then I'm also going to be doing a collection of Infinite Punishment, Marcelo Frank's book that I published a couple years back. I'm going to probably ink the uninked story that we put out after he died, and I'm also going to continue the series. So I'm talking to a couple of artists about continuing. I'm also working on a story with Dorian Sinet wrote for the first issue of Shriek. We've adapted that to comics. And Keith Hagen, he's not here this year. He's illustrating it. And I did the breakdowns for that. I just finished that. So Keith's got that on his artboard. And we're going to put that in Shriek #2 in the fall.
Well, that definitely sounds like you're still very busy.
I am still very busy.
So whenever you're ready to kickstart, let me know and we'll talk some more and get.
I'll be calling you up to plug my stuff. So I'll keep an open line, definitely.
Yep. Well, it's good to see you again, and I know the show's getting ready to start here, and we'll be in touch.
All right. Good luck.
All right, I'm here with Derick Charm. We talked years ago. So, what have you been up to? Well, I know what you've been up to since I kind of follow you, but what have you, if somebody, doesn't know, what have you been up to lately?
I finished a DC Kids graphic novel, John Constantine, which came out a few months ago, maybe longer than that. And then I've been doing some Marvel, the Infinity comics for the app that.
I love those.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about drawing vertically as opposed to like arranging a page. And they're really fun. So yeah.
And as I mentioned, you have a cover coming up for the Pride variant for, I forget which Marvel book it is.
I have one for one of the Star Wars books.
Yeah.
And then one for Superman, or for Action Comics.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Cool. So anything in the works that you can talk about, or you just kind of
nothing. I can
nothing.
talk
Yeah.
About, yeah. But yeah, there's stuff in the works.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's good to see you again. I know it's been a while, and
Same. It's my first show in 2 years. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
2019.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I don't know.
Something
doing
happened. But no, it's good to see you again, talk to you, and if you ever have. You mentioned the Constantine kids books. Like, that's a character that is like, here, make a kid book about Constantine.
That was what's so funny about it. Like when they asked, and Ryan North, who I worked with on it, we worked together on Squirrel Girl and Jughead and all kinds of stuff. So I knew it would be like a funny, take on it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll definitely have to check it out. So, well, thanks for taking the time to talk and enjoy the show.
Thanks, you too.
Open. We'll let them go in about 2 minutes.
All right, I'm here with Richard Clark. Always love talking to Richard. He's also a very awesome artist. I have lots of pieces from him.
Hell yeah, you do.
So, what have you been up to? What's new?
A lot of the same old is what's new. Here at the Albany show, often 3 times annually, pre-COVID, and looking forward to seeing folks that haven't been out in 2 years and are, pent up, wanting to get out and see books and buy books and see art and buy art and have fun and congregate.
So, what do you have for people here at the show today?
Well, this. A collected Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight story I did with Derick Robertson.
Who's he? Up and comer?
Yeah. yeah. It's this fresh new face. It's
I hear big things about it.
yeah. It's this up and comer for the last 30 years. Derick wrote and penciled a Legends of the Dark Knight story, and I inked it. It was colored by Diego Rodriguez, and it was finally collected, and I just got the comps yesterday, just in time to come to the show today. So
nice.
I hope you all have that are watching this have come to the show and came and availed yourselves of some brand new Legends of the Dark Knight.
So please get the aisles.
So, really quick, what about, I always like that. Yeah.
She's right there.
Okay.
Still in the works. She'll be 6 years late this fall. Yikes. But the good news is I have cleared the field of everything that was in her way, and she is the only thing I'm working on currently. So
Very nice.
this fall, just in time for Christmas.
Well, always, fun catching up with you, and I'll let you go because I know the show's getting ready to start. So I'll be in touch.
Yeah, the voice of the loudspeaker is saying they're letting the unwashed masses in to come in and be washed.
Oh, did you get the Wordle yet today?
Yes, I got it yesterday, but I didn't do today's. Shit. Thank you for reminding me, and I hope that we can edit that for family viewing. But yeah, I did not get to today's Wordle before I had it out. Yesterday's was I got it in 6. And now that it's all past tense, it was.
I forget what it was.
It wasn't piety.
That was the day before. Yeah. It was it was a double letter. It had a double letter in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. My brain is a sieve.
Yeah, but yeah, yesterday was a challenging one because there were multiple first combinations that could have made it, so I caught it just under the line.
Yeah, I usually do the same when it's words like that, but
I hate it. Damn thing.
It's frustrating, but
Very frustrating. Oh, look at this. There's someone else here to cause a ruckus.
Yep.
Get that Jim Whiting who's out there doing nothing but
Oh.
making cool books.
We already talked. We already talked earlier. So,
Good news.
all right.
Keep an eye
Well,
on him. He's causing trouble.
I'll let you go. And again, great touching base with you. And as soon as things are ready to start, and we should.
Oh, we'll do a lengthy one because I will not shut up about it once she's out in the wild.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, and here we are again with Mike Spring. I think last time we saw you, we were talking to. Why can't I remember his name? I'm blanking. Your Toys are made us.
Oh, yes, that's right, Brian.
Brian, yeah.
Voice. Yes, we did talk to him recently.
So,
Absolutely.
what's going on? I guess since then, what's happened in the past 2 weeks?
Well, since then, not much, but we talked mostly about him at that point. So today, it's all about me, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're here selling my comics. This is my company, Out of Time Comics, my comic Red, White, and Broke, and selling this at Albany Comic Con, hoping to introduce it to some new people and have a little fun. And that's what's going on.
And I know that you have a Kickstarter coming up.
I do, yes. So this is a 4-issue miniseries, and the trade paperback we're launching a Kickstarter for on June 21st. So it's going to be all 4 issues plus about 25 pages of bonus material with a lot of variant covers and pinups from people like Russ Braun and Drew Moss and Gene Haas, some really well-known comic artists. So I'm very excited about that.
Some up-and-comers.
Some up-and-comers too, yeah, absolutely.
This is sad because I already used that joke once. So.
Yeah, well,
I have a small repertoire.
Yeah, I get it. Listen, you gotta go with what works. You gotta judge what works. You gotta go back to it.
So, where can people find you in the meantime?
Well, let's see. Always at OutOfTimeComics.com, as well as if you search for Out of Time Comics on any of your major social media channels. I'm there on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. And I'll be at some shows coming up as well. I'm here at Albany today.
And you'll be at the Electric City.
I'll be at the Electric City Comic Con.
You're welcome.
Thanks to you. Listen, I've been telling people that you help me with that every time they ask. I'll be at Granite Con in New Hampshire in September and Terrificon in Connecticut in July. So getting out there, spreading the word.
You'll be at the Electric City Con.
I'll be at the Electric City Con on July 9th.
With the Eisner nominated Marcus.
That's right. That's right. Marcus is a great guy. He's a good friend of mine, so I'm always happy to see him on the show. And he's right across from me today. So
I'll be I'll be glad to touch base with you at the Electric City Comic Con. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm glad that you got in.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to hawking your wares and
sling the comics. I appreciate it.
I'll go bug someone else.
Sounds good.
All
Thanks,
right.
Chad.
All right. So I'm here with Russ Braun. He's known for a small little comic book that the comic book that could. So, what have you been up to?
I'm working on a new comic with Derick, follow up to our Jimmy's Bastards.
Okay.
Jimmy's Little Bastards. Pardon my French. So I'm working on that as for Aftershock.
Yeah.
In the meantime, just getting back out to do some conventions here. Nice to see some old friends in Albany. It's nice to be back out doing this.
Yeah.
So we're still masking up for the most part, but be safe. I mean, things are better, but they're not done, so everybody should be smart and safe.
How I know you've been posting a lot of your sketches of the boys, with the launch of the new season. How's that,
It's great. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the show, so I'm not involved in any way other than having drawn a bunch of the comics.
Yeah.
So, but it's nice to see the heart that they have with it, and the different directions they're taking it have been brilliant. I think it's really good. It's really good. So, in fact, the third season, if anything, is my favorite so far.
Well, I haven't had a chance to start it. I have so much stuff left in my queue, and
it's they're just going for it. It's really rough this year. So it's almost as rough as the comic, not quite.
Well, I guess they have to kind of tone it down to
A little bit.
the masses. So.
Some things. Yeah.
Like I said, I enjoy seeing your daily warm-up sketches, and I sometimes even print them off and kind of try my hand at anything I can.
Why not? I mean, I do the stuff, especially on Facebook, just to be an image a day, just to be, if anything, maybe inspirational. You know, you try and keep things positive. I try and be only positive on the internet because there's just too much negative out there. So
You've been looking at my wall, haven't you?
no, I haven't. But no, almost everybody is. You know, I was joking with somebody the other day. It's like if I see a movie and I don't like the movie, I'm not going to jump on the internet and say that movie was a piece of crap, because I've been on the other side of that. When they look at my comic book or the movie I worked on or whatever, and they say that was the worst thing I've ever seen. That guy should hang up his pencils. It's just, it's not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
So if you've got something nice to say, positive to say that. But if I see something I don't like, that's my problem. You know, it's not everybody else's problem. That's the way I look at it.
And where can people find you? I'm going to wrap this up because you got people at your table.
Sure thing. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm on all of them. I have Russ-Braun.com is my website. And yeah, anything, just look my name up and you'll find me on Facebook.
All right, well, thanks for taking a few minutes, and
Absolutely.
I'll let
It's
you
good
get
to
back
see
to slinging your wares.
See you.
All right, we're here with Ron Marz. Hi again.
Howdy.
It's been a while since we last talked. I think it was this show last year.
Last time we were in this building, which was
November. Yeah. How are things going?
Good.
Keeping busy?
Busier than I want to be, but yeah. This is I think it's my third weekend in a row at a show, and next weekend is another show. And then, and then there's the actual work of doing this
we're
job.
doing those things again?
Yeah. Well, I think when the spring rolled around and shows started getting back into sort of normal running order, I don't think anybody was counting on the Omicron variant to snarl things up. So shows are back. I was in Niagara Falls last weekend, and it was just me and 20,000 of my closest friends in the same building. So people are from what I can tell, are just dying to get back to having this sort of experience. The shows that I've been to so far this year have been jam-packed.
So what are you working on these days?
I am. We're doing an interview.
Oh, cool.
Say hi, Tate.
Hello, Tate.
Let's see. Project Superpowers is coming out from Dynamite. We just finished Almost American from Aftershock, which is having its trade paperback released on July 6th, I believe. Lots of various and sundry other things. I just signed on to do 2 more projects for Heavy Metal. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about.
You're still on Silver Surfer. Is that still going on?
Silver Surfer Rebirth, last issue comes out this month. And then the trade paperback, I guess, later in the summer. We're still working on Resolution, which is our crowdfunding project on Zoop with Rick Leonardi and Andy Landing. And I'm also part of the narrative team for Diablo 4 for Blizzard.
How was it returning to Silver Surfer after?
It was great. It was it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
It was very surprisingly easy. Like within a handful of pages, I was feeling like I was just right back in the groove. And as soon as I started getting Ron Marz pages in my inbox, it was just like 30 years fell away immediately.
Well, I really been enjoying it, and hate to see it end, but I guess all good things must come to an end, right?
Well, we did 5 issues. I think we'd be happy to do more at some point if the opportunity came along.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your table and all that. And thanks again, and it's great to catch up as always.
My pleasure. Good to see everybody.